Ladies and gentlemen, the American Jury and Bulldog Nation, welcome to the Eric Deters Show. As always, we're sponsored by Deters Consulting, Park Yoga, and Top Shine. Check us out on all of our platforms. Well, Trump is crushing them in Iowa, wiping them. Doesn't matter. The Missouri torture, these three dudes actually kept somebody as a slave and tortured them out in good old Missouri, the show me state. Harvard alumni are backing the embattled president. So she's got the backing of the teachers, professors. She's got the backing of the alumni. Unbelievable. Meanwhile, we know why. Penn and Harvard received $19.7 million from Qatar and the Saudis. Money supply shrank 12 months in a row. That's like depression stuff. Meghan is praising Tucker. Tucker's praising Meghan. Meanwhile, Meghan is getting rimped by Trump because she said, hey, he's not the same. Andrea Tantaros is suing Fox News again. She keeps suing. Musk says he's prepared to go to jail if government censorship's X. I didn't know this. Do you know New Mexico is the second largest oil producer in our country? Crazy. They're worried it's about ready to dry up. Mortgage payments are up 90% under good old Donald Trump. Trump has asked the Supreme Court to decide his immunity. Meanwhile, Project Veritas president has resigned. They just keep resigning. They're embattled. Obama did a movie where he says, you got to be careful about white people, warning people about white people. Can you imagine if we did it about black people? Funny story, Kim Jong-un is trying to smuggle in a Lexus. China and U.S. are going to exchange missile information, and they're going to say, we'll let you know when we're going to fire a missile. How stupid. Do you think China's going to abide by that? Laughing at us. Supreme Court says, hey, they're wiping the slate clean on all vax mandates. In other words, starting over again. Crazy. Buffett and Haslam are going at it, the owner of the Cleveland Browns, over a deal that they did relative to the Flying J truck stops. I stand with Haslam. I hate Buffett. Newsom's wife is the one that yanked him off the stage, so we know who wears the pants in that relationship. The Hermes heir is giving all of his money to the gardener. Must have been some kind of flowers he made up. Secret Service texts, according to the special prosecutor, don't exist anymore. The Panera president says no employees care anymore about anything. Sad. Buffett has sold $28.7 billion of stock. I wonder why. Get ready for the crash, folks. Grant Cardone saying we're headed to 100-year mortgages and nobody can afford real estate. South Carolina dumps Disney stock and their pension fund. Good for them. Foot Locker is closing 400 stores. What are people going to do at malls now, Jamie? And California exodus is based upon their taxes. The people fleeing. So therefore, less revenue. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Have a great day. Ladies and gentlemen, the American Jury and Bulldog Nation, we're having chess fun here. Sponsored by Deters Consulting, Park Yoga, and our latest sponsor, Top Shine Detailing. Are you a non-woke small business? Give me a call. I'll give you a great offer. All right, you'll be shocked at how good the offer is. All right, let's get right to it. Check us out on all of our platforms. This guy right here, unfreaking believable. Trevin Hudson, 28. A CPS employee is charged with import tuning. What the hell is import tuning? Had to do with a child, a kid. He got a $75,000 bond yesterday. If he's guilty, death penalty. $242,000 amputation. Zwanenberg is paying out. And you know what? I think they should pay it out because the guy lost his leg. The problem, folks, on these kind of cases is it's just terrible, the law, because it's always workers' comp. The 29-year-old kitchen worker's finger was amputated when it reached into a meat grinder. Company had a lot of citations. Don't have the name of the individual. All right, murder case tossed down in Lexington. How do you like that? Tossed. And you know why? Apparently the judge thinks there was some misconduct going involved. I got to find this. I'm sorry that I do not have it readily available. Here it is. Fayette Circuit Judge Julie Goodman tossed the case. It involved the death of a Tammy Botkin who died in a 2020 crash. Believes there's misconduct relative to a black defendant. Ring camera bust. Folks, how many times do people have to be so stupid as not to get busted on a ring camera? You know, if you walk up to a door, in any door, you should assume that the ring camera's got you, right? She went to a Northern Kentucky home. 37-year-old Newport resident Nikki Golden claims she went to the home to get a makeup kit she bought for $40. All right, life for Delhi child rape. That's what Nicholas Blanton. We're going to house this guy for the rest of his life instead of just death penalty. Jamie, does that make sense?
No, I agree.
That a guy that 2 counts of rape, 1 count of gross sexual imposition of a child, we're gonna house him and feed him for the rest of his life. Makes no sense to me. You about grandma shooting her grandchild? It's crazy. Miss Harris there, number 43, intentionally shot her grandchild. Nuts. All right, in local news, car break-ins are going up all over this community. And you wonder why? Because they think they can get away with it. On both sides of the river, a suspicious person was reported at UC. How many people at UC look suspicious? If I went up to UC, I'd look around and say, there's a whole bunch of suspicious looking people around here. Don't you think? What separated this person from the other people that look suspicious to me? I've been up there. They all look, they don't all, a lot of them look suspicious. Police Academy, there's talk Northern Kentucky law enforcement chiefs and cities whether they should start a police academy up here. I say, hell yeah. We're a big region. Let's train them here. All right, and Kentucky news. Louisville is the largest, shouldn't shock anybody, drug trafficking city in the state of Kentucky. Real problems. Of course, they were going to defund the police. A cardiologist right here is going to have to pay $3 million in false claims for billing Medicare and Medicaid for procedures he should not have done. Charter schools in Kentucky, according to Franklin's Circuit Judge Phil Shepard, is unconstitutional. Oh, well, back to the drawing board. Michelle Keller, Associate Justice of the Kentucky Supreme Court, will be swearing in Andy Beshear this morning. I think he gets sworn in about 11 o'clock. He might be already sworn in again. Gaming revenues are skyrocketing in the state of Kentucky. More moolah, moolah, moolah. Get yours now. Dan Wu is the vice mayor of Lexington. He performed in a drag show. I got to ask you a question, Jamie, with transvestites and everything. Why do they have to do drag shows? I mean, do you and I go out as white heterosexual males and do a show? No. This struck me when I was preparing for the news. I'm like, why do they have to do drag shows? Think about it. Why? It's kind of crazy. All right, new Republican state chair. My producer was supposed to have the name for that individual and does not have it. So let me find it here. It is a man from down the state of Kentucky. It's a former state senator. I forget his name, so thank you, producer. Way to make me look good. Beshear inauguration is today, and they're raising money because they're running out of money. Ed Massey is going to run for his seat again. He's going to challenge T.J. Roberts, part of the Nasty Masseys. Rawlings, who holds the seat right now, who beat Massey, is going to run for Schickel's seat. And TJ and Massey are go at it. Rawlings is going to run against Schickel. In Ohio news, the Ohio Supreme Court is going to take up the case whether there should be bone in the boneless. And the bomb squad in Westchester. The bomb squad in Westchester apparently was all for naught at Love Nails. And Cincinnati property tax rate is going to hold steady, not go up. Thank God. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Have a great day.
Hello, you're watching Eric Deters World News. This is Jamie Spinley with the latest headlines. At least 23 security officials were killed and several others were injured in a suicide bomb and a gun attack on a police station in northwest Pakistan. A suicide bomber detonated its explosive vehicle in the early hours this morning. The attack on the police station in Dera Ismail Khan, a city in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province bordering Afghanistan. Myanmar is now the world's largest producer of opium, overtaking Afghanistan, a UN report says. It estimates that this year's Myanmar will have increased production by 36% to 1,080 tons of opium, the key ingredient for the hard drug heroin. Prince Harry has been ordered to pay the Mail on Sunday more than £48,000 after he lost his attempt to strike out part of the paper's defence in a libel case. The Duke of Sussex is suing the newspaper's publishers, Associated Newspapers, over an article written about his fight with the Home Office concerning security arrangements. And police in the southern Swiss town of Sion said 2 people were killed and another injured by a gunman last night. The suspect attacker was arrested after police launched the manhunt. The motives for the attacks remained unclear. What we know about the shooting so far: a 30-year-old woman was found dead at the scene. A few minutes later, a 41-year-old man was shot dead and a 49-year-old woman was wounded. Until tomorrow, thank you for watching Eric Deters World News. Cheerio.
Ladies and gentlemen, the American Cheering Bulldog Nation, welcome to Sports Without Boundaries. We have a few fun things to talk about today. First, the Giants beat the Packers 24-22 on a last-second field goal. They had 2 games going on Monday night. But the big news is Tommy DeVito. How do you like that, man? The guy's named Tommy DeVito. This is his agent, who was hanging out with his parents, kissing each other on the cheeks and stuff. A real Italian family. And you know, after the game, he went home to have a spaghetti dinner. Tommy DeVito. Even the man he's making fun of. That's his agent. His name is probably, what's a good Italian name? Maroni. Joey Maroni. All right. Meanwhile, the Titans beat the Dolphins 28-27. I tell you one thing, Will Levis is a strong, tough dude. He took people like head on from University of Kentucky. I can tell his coach likes him. All right, Tyreek Hill. He went out of the game with a bad ankle, came back in and played. He says he credits his wife's text message. Get out there, Tyreek. Don't be a wimp. This is a wild story. Ohtani, thinking long term, apparently $680 million of his 700s being deferred. It's going to be paid way down the road. But you know what he makes on endorsements a year? About $40 million. So he isn't going to be starving. If this guy lives long, he's playing it smart.
He's going to be the new Bobby Bonilla.
Correct. But in a bigger way.
A way bigger way.
Bigger way. But he's a smart guy. I hope he lives long. Yeah. If he lives long, he'll bear the fruit of all that. Drake May of University of North Carolina is not going to play in his bowl game and is going to play in the draft. He's considered like one of the top 3 quarterbacks. Saban got a new Ferrari and was showing, he's got a big Mercedes dealership too, I understand, was showing a recruit, Dre Fitzpatrick. He's got to be related to the other Dre Fitzpatrick that he had, showing off his Ferrari, and it kind of went viral. It was kind of funny. Hey, check out my car. He probably says you can drive it at any time. I don't know. And then Brandon Aubrey from the Dallas Cowboys. What a story. This guy is the only field goal kicker to make a 60 and a 59-yarder, 2 kicks that long in the same game. He's not missed a field goal. He missed 1 extra point, but he's not missed a field goal. And you know what? He played in the USFL, and he is a soccer player from Notre Dame. Jamie, I want you to start practicing and go make me some money as a field goal kicker in the NFL. I'll be your agent. All right, this is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Have a great day. Ladies and gentlemen, the American Jury and Bulldog Nation, welcome to Eric Deters Pop Culture. New sponsor, Top Shine. Check them out. Auto Detailing's our sponsor of Pop Culture. Well, there's going to be a final new moon. We had the full beaver moon, Jamie, and Josh. But now we're going to have the final new moon, which some people claims is a portal to a different universe.
The cold moon is what they call it.
Yeah, cold moon, final new moon, a lot of moon stuff going on. All right, Cicely Strong from Saturday Night Live backed out of the sketch that they did, going after the anti-Semitism at the college campuses, said it made her uncomfortable. Uh-oh. Trouble at Saturday Night Live. Sydney Sweeney and Glenn Powell are apparently still in love with other people, but their flirtations have gotten out of hand. If you were dating Sydney Powell, Jamie Spinley, and you were engaged to her, how would this picture make you feel?
I'd be devastated.
And you know what? This is a romantic comedy kind of thing too. I think there's something cooking there.
Yeah.
I think they're an item. Can I say something? I'm a married man, but can you blame that guy?
Where there's heat, there's fire.
She's smoking hot, and he's handsome as hell. I mean, you know, geez, old Pete. Would you let Anna do a rom-com? Anna's going to get mentioned. Would you let Anna do a rom-com with Glenn Powell? I can tell you right now, I would not let my wife near Glenn Powell.
Anna would have,
I wouldn't even let her get her autograph.
Anna would have 2 chances, and we know what that is.
Yes.
Okay, so
This might be worth a video cut. All right. I'm not letting my woman near Glenn Powell. Handsome son of a gun. All right. Musk says if government tries to censor X, he will go to jail. I don't know what that means, but he's willing to fight to the end. I like Musk. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Have a great day.